Cause if I'm lying, I'm flying. God told me it's too much for you to do. Just keep grinding. I know I was destined to be the man, but I ain't draped in iron. Motherfuckers always wanna fix some shit. You can have them pliers. Thought a nigga was hell, boy. I'm fighting them fires. I was out in Insta getting that bag, then I popped my tire. Sick as hell, not knowing what to do. This shit be survival. Had days in my life where mentally a nigga was dying. I'm tired of the bullshit. I ain't for the acting. A nigga not right.
Yo, ooh yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Jaleel. I'm back with another video, man. I had an idea, man. I want to bring my story times back because, you know, life has been a little crazy since you know, I've been living, and since, you know, it's been a couple years of crazy shit going on, you know, and I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all, you know what I'm saying? Ain't spared to no expense, you feel me? So today something I wanted to talk to y'all about, the story time. This is an important one too. Story time of me moving out for the first time. Yeah. Story time me moving out of my mom's house. So I ain't even gonna waste no time. Let's get into it. I don't really want to make this like a super long video. Just want to make this, you know. So pretty much, man, let's see, let's go back to when the timeline happened. Yeah, so we gonna say like this was January of 2024. So this year, this year, the beginning of this year. So, you know, me and my mom, and we good, by the way. We good. Everything good between me and her, and everything. But this year, you know what I'm saying, we learned, well, I've learned so much about myself, and I feel like I'm like I've gotten so far in my journey. I'm extremely proud of myself, man. I've been through a ton. At the time, you know what I'm saying, I was kind of growing into myself, and I had a phase where I was just like, I didn't really know who I was, man. Like, you know, just a lot of different life things and life situations was taking place, and I honestly, you know, it was just like a journey for me, man. Like, you know, after I had been in and out of jobs and everything, man, and you know, and it was just, I had a lot of pressure on my head. My mama wanted me to do good, wanted me to be the best person I could be, but it was just like me and her was clashing like way too heavy. Like, damn, this is terrible. Okay, fuck it. Story time is just gonna be me holding the phone. It's okay. But pretty much, man, you know, it was just like boundaries, respect, and everything. When I was living there, I felt like a kid, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm a young man, and I'm still growing into myself, you know what I'm saying? In my head, it's like, I'm 22. I'm like, man, I'm about to be 23. There's no way in the hell I'm about to keep letting people just do and say whatever they want to say to me and thinking that the shit's sweet, and that I'm just about to keep allowing it and letting it happen, man. And honestly, it's like respect over anything. Like, you gotta make that decision for yourself as a grown man, or as a young man or a young woman coming into your own. And it's like, I feel like for me, it was just like, for me, I feel the situations that I was experiencing I was down. I was at a fucked up time. I didn't have no money. I was struggling. You know, I wanted an apartment, but figuring out that it takes so much just to get an apartment. You gotta have your first you gotta have your first couple months of check stubs, and first 3 months, I think it is, check stubs, and all this extra. Like, I didn't know all of that. I didn't know. All I thought was, I mean, I people would say it, but I didn't really know that it was that detailed and it was like that deep. And for me, as being somebody that is, young, it's like it's a lot of things that I know, but it's a lot of things I don't. And like, I didn't even know how to cook yet, y'all. I'm being a buck with y'all. I grew up baby. I grew up spoiled, I'm not gonna say act like I just had everything that I wanted. Now that I didn't have a silver spoon. I did not grow up with the silver spoon, but I had a pretty good childhood. But growing up, it was hard for me to speak up for myself. It was hard for me to stand up for myself as a man and stand on my own 10. You know what I'm saying? And do what I wanted to do for real, and say what I wanted to say, what I needed to say. Not necessarily what I wanted to say, but what I needed to say. Because everybody can say what they want to say, but saying what you need to say is a different story when it's with family, especially your own parent. And I didn't break that barrier. I didn't break the barrier yet. So at the time, like I said, I had a job that was paying me like what I thought they was gonna be paying me like 15 an hour. They was paying me like 13 an hour. Now, granted, I was grateful for it because I'm like, I got a job, I got money in my pocket. I ain't gotta worry about asking nobody for a damn thing. I love being an independent person. I don't like being dependent and codependent and all that shit. I don't like that because there's no freedom in that. As much as people say that this life shit is hard or whatever, being able to control, my bad, my science is acting up, but being able to control how you move about your life is a totally different story. I feel like putting yourself in that hot seat is what everyone needs to do, especially if you are someone that finds it hard to communicate, if you are someone that finds it hard to step outside the box or just step outside of yourself and be like, hey, like, it really take shit to the next level for yourself in your life. Like, it take that. And I wasn't really doing that. You know what I'm saying? Being in that house, I couldn't really be myself like I really wanted to and do my thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it wasn't my mama did the best that she could with me, but at the same time, it's like, I'm a man now. Come on. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with my power. Stop playing with my potential like I ain't that. When you know that. You know what's up. You know what I'm saying? It takes for you to step outside of your comfort zone, and I wasn't doing that with my life. And I think that's another reason why it made it harder for me to move. But pretty much, a very, very special friend of mine, he's helped me with a ton in my life. He hit me, we talked, we chopped it up. He was like, hey man, he was like, I'm gonna pick you up after this appointment, woo. Grab your shit, get your shit together. I'm tired of hearing about this shit, man. You need to live your life the way that you want to live it. You need to do the things that you want to do without people being on your back. You need to live, and you can't live like this. And I'm seeing you decline, and I don't like it. And I was declining. I was having panic attacks and all type of shit, So for me, it was definitely a very, very hard situation and very hard decision to make, because I was actually detaching myself from this environment that was toxic. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like being in that. Yeah, all right. So being in that, honestly, for me, man, it was just like it was miserable, bro. It was miserable because it was like I was comfortable. I was just way too chill. Shit was just way too easy. And on top of that, my life was a loop, bro. I can't do the loops. I can't do loops, bro. This ain't no damn roller coaster. And if it is, I need to go left, right, up, down, spin around, come back. Like I need some I need something different. I needed to live differently, man. And honestly, and I needed to learn some things. And I wasn't doing that. I wasn't growing. I didn't have no hard I wasn't really having no hard situations. The hardest situations that I was having was not having that much money, not having the job I want, or not having a solid job. Um, Not always having the best transportation. Sorry, y'all. Not having the best transportation, and just not having the things that I desired. I didn't want to. I didn't want to continue to live like that. I didn't want to continue to live like I was down bad, bro. Like I was down. I mean, some people definition of down bad is different, but I felt like I was down bad, bro, and I knew that I could do better. I knew that I could do better in my life. I started seeing better because the people I was around was teaching me that, bro, you can do anything. It's easier said than done to just be like you could do anything and take the initiative on your own. I was afraid. It wasn't like I had no balls, but I didn't have the balls to take that step yet. And this is a step I didn't have the balls to take for years, man, because I was comfortable and I just didn't know what the fuck to do. I was looking shit up. I was trying, but I still did not fully grasp this shit. You gotta take the step, and I didn't do that for myself. And I was, like I said, it had came to a point. Me and my Dukes talked. We had talked about we had a deep conversation, whatever. But where it ended for me, what did it for me was when we was chopping it up. You know what I'm saying? It was like, she was keeping it a buck with me. She was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I got a problem with how you do things. You can't just be up in here like that, coming in and out, woo, woo, woo. You can't just do whatever you want, woo, woo, woo. You think you this, you think you can't do that, whatever. And in my head, I was just like, in my brain, I was like on self-destruct mode. I was just like, nah, fuck that. It's time to go. It's time to live. It's time to live my life and do what I want. And because it was like, oh yeah, well, I'm about to go elsewhere and I'm about to live my life and I'm about to do things I want to do. See you. And I didn't have no care about what I was gonna do. I didn't have no care about what I was about to do. I was like, I'm about to get the fuck. I'm about to go do what I gotta do, take care of myself, whatever. This is an opportunity. And at the time, I was like, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity for me. If I don't take it, I'm gonna regret this shit. And honestly, it's the best decision that I ever made because it put me in hardships, but it made me stronger, mentally stronger, physically, emotionally stronger, spiritually stronger. I'm able to handle a ton more pressure because I've been through a lot of hard ass shit. But if I would never took the step, bro, I would still be in the same position, maybe worse. Sometimes you got to step outside of your comfort zone to get to where you really trying to be. And for me, it was like, bro, this is everything right now. And I was doing all the shit that I wanted to do. I was still dancing. I was still making videos. I was still doing the shit that I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? I had the outlet. I had the space to be creative and do me and be Jalil. You know what I'm saying? I had that. And man, I just, for anybody that, honestly, I was in and out of jobs. I wasn't really getting no money, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't really, things wasn't really panning out the best way for me, but I made the shit work and I tried my best, you know what I'm saying? And, me and we still cool to this day. I love him to death, you know what I'm saying? Because he really helped me see things in a different light, in a different perspective. And I start stepping up for myself more, you know what I'm saying, in my life more. You know, consistency is definitely a hard thing for me, and I had to really get real with myself, and I really had the opportunity to get real with myself about what I wanted in my life and the goals that I wanted to chase. And you know, I had direction, something that I ain't have in a long time for myself. I actually knew what I wanted to do, and I didn't know exactly how I was going to accomplish it, but I knew like this is for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm 23, bro. It's not nothing. Anything I'm gonna learn, I have to just throw myself into it. It's nothing I'm gonna learn sitting on my ass or chilling. Period. There's nothing you can learn just by sitting on the side, bro. You gotta throw yourself into that shit. Like when it's time for me, and I got the money and the opportunity to get an apartment, bro, I'm doing it. I'm not double taking. I'm not thinking twice on it. If I got the money and I really got it, and and everything is in order, I'm doing it, bro. You cannot be afraid to do what you feel like your life deserves. You can't bend on that, bro, because at the end of the day, it's your life, man. And I had to really get real with myself. I had to detach from emotionally. I had to emotionally and physically detach from the people that were pulling me back into the person that I didn't want to be, and pulling me back into the habits I ain't want to. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. Environment will really fuck you up if it ain't a good one. So, you know, couple months went by. Like I'm living with my pops now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm restarting. You know, things ain't go the best. Things ain't go the best route. But bro, I believe that whatever is meant to happen for me, it will. And that's how y'all gotta be, man. That's how y'all gotta think. And anybody that is my age or younger, keep that shit in mind, man. And remember that life is about learning, and life is about experience. And the more that you experience in your life, the easier it's gonna be for you to move through life, because you will know what you don't want, and you will know what you do want. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I got more clarity, and my mind is so much more clear than it ever has been in my life, because of me making that decision. Because I don't know how the hell I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna figure it out. And that mindset, bro, is powerful, because half of the people in the world is scared to make that decision and be like, and bet on themselves. Like I said, bro, it takes a ton of inner toughness and inner, you know what I'm saying, strength to do that, bro. It takes courage to do that shit, bro. So I say all that to say, don't give up on yourself. No matter what situation you in, if you gotta you gotta think about you. You gotta always put yourself first. If you gotta make that decision, if you gotta make the go. You might not know what the fuck you doing, where you about to end up, but do it, bro, because it's your life. And if you cannot sit and blame no soul if you did not even take the step or try to take the step to reach that. You know what I'm saying? I cannot be upset if I just sat down and just didn't do nothing. That's my fault. I'm a product of me, not nobody else. I'm a product of me. I ain't a product. I am my father's son. I am my mother's son. But I am a product of me. I am building myself up. I am parenting I'm parenting myself. I have to parent myself. I have to teach myself. But at the same time, you can learn from other people too. Take the good, the bad, the ugly, and keep moving, bro. And I'm telling myself this shit, because I don't have it all. I ain't even never about to act like I got it all, bro. But one thing I know that I ain't about to do is keep letting life just whoop my ass and motherfuckers just do me any kind of way, and then I just be like, oh, okay. No, fuck that. Fuck that. Nigga, I'm fighting back. Bitch, you hit me, I'm hitting you back, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. So, and I feel like that's what life is about. You know, how many times can you get knocked out, knocked back, and keep going? Fuck that, bro. Ain't no way. Not him. Not him. Not this face. Not this man. I don't give a damn. I ain't no. Hell no, man. That's how you gotta be. Cause if you don't, the whole world will walk over you and treat you like shit. The whole world's gonna try to walk over you and treat you like shit, period. But don't go for it. You know what you deserve, man. Be your best self. Men and women, be your best self. And do what you deserve. Do what you feel like you want to do and what you feel like is best for you and what you do and get the benefits of what you deserve, man. Because motherfuckers will constantly tell you what they feel like you should do, but they don't even know what the fuck they're doing. And that's the motherfucking secret right there. Because they don't even know what they're doing. Follow your path, bro, because half of these motherfuckers is just deers and headlights. They don't know what they doing either. So I just wanted to, that was like my story time and a little bit of advice and motivation within it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And also one thing I'll say is, you know, learn to forgive yourself and forgive other people for the shit that they do, because sometimes you might have some some resentment, but you know you only got one parent, and you don't want to hold all that weight, and then they die, and then you know what I'm saying, now it's like, damn, I couldn't even talk about this shit. Like, I at least wanted to talk about it, get it off, but you couldn't even talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, don't hold it. Feel it as long as you need to, but don't hold it forever, because people are not perfect. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is perfect, and everybody got shit to work on. You know what I'm saying? Even you and everybody else around you has shit to work on, and they are working on it. You know what I'm saying? They may not tell you, but everybody has something to work on, man. Fuck the little narcissist and the egos. Everybody has something to work on, bro. So just keep going. Miss Ma'am, keep going. Sir, keep going. Y'all, you know, we all in this shit together. Like I said, I'm gonna keep dropping videos, man. Keep giving advice, keep talking my shit. I love y'all. It's been your boy Jalil. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out. Peace.